my creatives, and welcome to another video. So today I'm going to share with you a snail mail challenge. So I got challenged by Vivian from the Paper Letter blog to do a snail mail in one color, and she gave me the color purple, which was very exciting. So if you don't know Vivian, she is an awesome snail mailer and she has her own YouTube channel, and she is also here on YouTube because I already said that she had a YouTube channel. But I will leave a link to her YouTube channel down below so you can check out what she's doing. I always love to watch her videos. And I loved it that she challenged me to do this snail mail. So it took me quite a while to make this because I had some personal things that I went through. So it has been months since she challenged me. But now I'm here to make a purple snail mail. So I went through my stash and I gathered all things purple or with a bit of purple in them. And I decided to make somewhat of a folder. So here I have a piece of 8x8 cardstock with this beautiful gem pattern, and I scored that I think at 5 inches to make a little flap, and I made a little gusset by scoring 1/8 of an inch extra. So there's a little tiny piece in there, so the folder will close more properly, like you can see me here fold it. So this is the base of my snail mail folder, and now I'm figuring out which papers I want to use. So I have this base paper that is from an Action paper pad, and then the inside paper is from an old flow book for paper lovers. Then I just went through all my scraps and stash and things people sent me to find purple things, which was very exciting. But it took quite a while to find everything, but it was quite exciting to find all these purple things. So now I'm going to make some pockets, and my rule with pockets is that I need to have a glue fold that is 1/2 inch. So I always measure out how big I want to have my pocket, and I add up 1 inch on the bottom, and 1/2 inch on the bottom and 1 inch on the sides, and then I score it on 3 sides like you see me doing here. Then I also always cut off these corner pieces in a little triangle. I make sure that I don't go over the scoring line, but it helps with the paper not bulking up and sticking it down properly. So here are my 2 pockets that I want to add into my folder, and I'm going to rip up the edge because I love the look of ripped paper, and I thought it would give something extra to this snail mail. Now I'm going to take my Distress Oxide in shaded lilac, so also a purple color, and I'm going to distress all the edges. I love to ink up edges. I don't know, it gives a finishing look, and I like the oxides for it because they give a little bit of a chalky finish. So I really enjoy that, and that's what I'm going to do here with all the pieces that I already made. So if you want to know what I used, all the list of supplies is down below in the description box. If I can't find things, there are links. Just know that they are affiliate links. With this mail, it's probably not a very big list because I used lots of random bits and pieces, of course, in my stash, and I also encourage you to just go through your stash and find things with one color. It was very, very cool to make a mail like this, and I hope you feel inspired to also make a one-colored mail. Of course, you don't have to keep it to the one color, but the one color is the main focus of this mail. So here is a piece of vellum that I also got from a paper pad from Action, and I thought it was the perfect size because it's from the same paper pad as the base paper. And I thought it would be so cool if I would make a flap with the vellum, so you can see through it, but it's still a complete book. I don't know, I really like this idea, and that is what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do that more often because I think it gives more interest to your mail, and it's just a little bit of a differentiation on your snail mail folders. So at first I'm going to stick it down with some purple washi tape to make sure that it is there, and then I'm going to add some staples to the corners of the base paper to make sure that it will stay down. I didn't want to use any adhesive because vellum doesn't really like adhesive like glue or tape, so that's why I chose to do it like this. Now I'm going inside this folder and I'm going to decorate a little bit more. So I found this purple washi. I didn't have a lot of purple washi, so I also didn't include washi in this meal, simply because I didn't have a lot. And I didn't know how much I was going to use. So sorry, Amy, that I didn't share any washi with you, because I sent this mail to Amy. And Amy is someone who is on my YouTube channel for a longer time, and she has sent me mail in the past, and I sent her something back. And I know her favorite color is purple. So when Vivian gave me this color, I immediately knew that I wanted to send it to Amy, because it is her favorite color. And with the choice of embellishments, I also kept her a little bit in mind. So there are some food related things in here, because I know that she is a foodie. So I thought it would be fun to add some food related things. So this is the paper pad that I used for the vellum and the base paper. This is some vellum that I received from my dear pen pal Seher, and I am going to use one of the sheets to make a pocket on the back for my letter. So of course I can give this challenge to someone else, and I already did. So I challenged Hellomynameisbec with a one color snail mail, and I will leave the links to her YouTube channel down below. She's just starting out and she's amazing. She's a wonderful snail mailer and such a wonderful person, so I highly recommend you go check her out and subscribe to her channel. She's just such a lovely person, and she makes beautiful mail. So I challenged her to do a pink snail mail, so I'm very much looking forward to see what Hellomynameisbec made for this challenge. So now here I am with a pocket for my letter, and the letter paper that I used is also from a flow book from Paper Lovers. Flow book for Paper Lovers. I have trouble with my words today, guys. This time I'm going to stick my pocket down with some double-sided tape, because the glue that I'm using, I'm not happy with it, and it's very wet, and vellum doesn't like wet because then it's all getting all crinkly and stuff. So this time I chose to stick down this pocket with double-sided tape, which I usually don't like to do because sometimes your things get behind the pocket and it sticks to the tape, which is very annoying. But with this I thought it was the best solution to stick it down with some double-sided tape. So now I'm going to decorate this pocket a little bit with more of the purple washi tape, and I'm going through this little basket of purple things, and all these things, almost all the things that I'm using today were sent to me by other people here on this YouTube channel. So a lot of these things I received from my subscribers or pen pals or friends to use myself, and I color coordinate them in a drawer. And so I just took out my purple basket and went looking through it. So here I'm going to add a little quote to this letter paper, and I think it says it's something about my favorite kind of dinner is reservations. Like I said, I know she's a foodie, so I thought she would appreciate a quote like that. Although I know she loves to cook, but still I thought it was fun to use it for a mail to her. So here's a stamp that I also received from someone else, and I also like to include stamps on my snail mail. I don't know, I love the look of it. And now I'm going to decide what I want to do on the inside, and that was quite something to figure out. I found this bird, and I believe it is a wallpaper piece that I received from one of my subscribers, and I don't know who sent me these clouds, but they were perfect. So I will add them as well to my snail mail. So of course I'm going to stick everything down, and this is with that glue that I really don't like, but I'm going to finish off the bottles and buy another glue. I already had some great suggestions from people, so I think I will buy several types of glue and just try them out. Here I'm going to add a sticker that says friendship, but you couldn't read it anymore because it was clear and the background is quite busy, so I changed my mind and stuck it back on the piece. And now I'm going to adhere this this bird to my pocket. So I made sure that I only put glue on half of the bird because I want the bird to hang over the pocket. I think it gives a nice interest if you have things sticking out. So that is what I did here, and now I'm going to layer some flower stickers behind the bird to give a little bit more interest, and also inside the pocket. So when she takes out all the goodies, that there is still a beautiful meal left and that she can enjoy, and that it's not as plain. I don't know, I just think of people taking the stuff out, so it has to also look pretty when all the stuff is out. And I really enjoyed doing this in one color. I also did some one color mails before. I did a red flip book for Say Her because it is her favorite color. And I totally forgot that I really enjoy making mails that are based around a colored theme. So I want to thank Vivian for giving me this challenge. It was a lot of fun, and it was also so nice to use up lots and lots of scraps that were just laying around. I'm on this mission to finally make a dent in my scrap box. I'm not very successful at it yet because I have a lot of scraps, but I'm trying, and that's the most important part, right? So I wanted to share some sticker sheets and some cards with Amy. I know they are not all purple, but I thought I could get away with it by putting something purple on top of it so you couldn't see that the emojis were not purple. And I also shared the owl stickers and some other stickers I thought that she might enjoy and might be able to use herself. And these images of these fancy ladies. I also took some goodies out the flow book for paper book for food lovers. If I don't know if you saw my recent video, I made one envelope flip book just with the book, but it was quite hard to do. It's not really my thing, so I thought I could just use it to add extra goodies, and there were some purple things in there, and I thought, like I said, she's a foodie, so I thought that she would enjoy some food themed things for her own crafting. I also add a little baggie with some stickers that I already chose up front, and now I'm going to decorate the front cover because I thought it was very plain. So I'm playing around with this stamp and I'm not quite sure what I want to do, and then I remembered that I always put the name of the person somewhere, so I took out some thickers, and at first I took out these black thickers, but I didn't like it because I thought they were blending too much in with the background, or I don't know, it was just not the look that I was going for. So I'm taking some other thickers, and these are chipboards, and I very much enjoyed this look a lot more. I think it has to do with the white, the black and white together. So I just wrote down "Hi Amy," and I am going to take some stickers that I also received from a subscriber a very long time ago, and I'm going to embellish the whole mail with all these stickers. So this sticker sheet will be finished after this project, and felt so good. It felt so good to finish a sticker sheet. I'm also going to add some extra glue on these thickers because they didn't stick as usual, so I glued all of them down with some liquid adhesive. And I'm going back into the inside, and I'm going to add more stickers to this inside because there's a little flap on the side, didn't have any decorations yet, and I thought it was quite plain, so I thought these stickers were perfect to add there. And I know there's also blue in there, but I don't think you should be too harsh on just purple. This is a combination of purple and blue. They're both on the same side of the color wheel, and there is purple in there. So I think if you do this for yourself, don't be too harsh. If there is a little bit of pink in there, or a little bit of purple, or a little bit of blue, it depends on the color that you chose, then that's good enough, and you can choose it for a one-colored snail mail. So now I'm going to add some snarky quotes. I think I did one snarky quote and one of the small talk book. And I think the top one says surround yourself with tacos, not negativity. And I thought, like I said, she's a foodie, so I thought it was perfect. And I can't read what the other one said, Now I'm going to add in my goodies again because I took them out to see the whole meal without the stuff and it didn't close properly. So I took a paper clip in a diamond shape to keep it closed. Then I also had this flow poster on how to make tomato soup. And I wanted to share that with Amy. It's not purple and I stuck it behind everything so you couldn't see the other colors. But I think if I had to send it to someone, I think she would love it to have a poster on how to make tomato soup. So now I'm here with an envelope. I always check if my meal fits in an envelope. And it did, so I could decorate this envelope. And I had to think a little bit about this because I had limited supplies left, of course, and I like to match the envelope a little bit with the meal that is inside. So I had a little think about this, and I decided to add a strip of this paper to the side of the envelope. I was playing around with butterfly, but I thought it was too cutesy for this meal, so I took one of these fancy ladies and I just cut her out, and I used her as it was a picture, so it was a tiny scrapbook layout or something. I also tried out some post-its. I went through my post-its or sticky notes and page flags to see if there was something fun in there to use. And now I get to this paper and I just layer her up with this beautiful deep purple paper. It has some flowers on there, but you will not see them anymore after I stuck her on that and cut her out. So now I'm just going to adhere everything, and I had a comment on a video if everything would stay on my envelope if I would send it out. So I believe that all my meal is intact when it arrives and all the pieces are on there. That's also because I use liquid glue. I prefer to use liquid glue for this because it gets hard and it stays on the paper, and it's harder to get something under there. If you use something like double-sided tape, the possibility is there that there can get something under the sheet of paper and rip it off. So that's why I also always use liquid glue, and why I almost always do the outsides of my envelope, like I'm doing right now, with washi tape or clear tape. I tape down the edges of the paper just in case it is not stuck down properly, so the postal machines can't rip it over there. And I believe almost all the mail that I send out came with an intact envelope. There might have been some pieces that have fallen off, but I don't think that happens a lot. So you can just add embellishments to your envelopes and you don't have to worry about getting it ripped off. Just make sure to add enough glue. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, I would love it if you would give me a thumbs up. I would also love it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!